Wow. Hey. Wow. It's been a heck of a morning. I went out this morning. Oh, it's going to make the liberals a little upset. I went up this morning and tried the new pistols, and that was fun. Oh, yeah. Those 9 millimeters don't mean nothing. Number one, I tried the .40, and the .40 is a fine weapon. I mean, that's a one stop, one shot, one stop. That will stop you. Now the other one, this one, this one is if the guy's hiding in the next house behind the refrigerator. Yeah, this one is a Desert Eagle 50, and it kicks like a mule. Oh, it's so sweet. Anyway, I want to let you know. Uh, it's been a while since I've been out the range. I used to go once a year. Last year, I wasn't able to go. Uh, I just didn't have the strength to go. And the last 2 years, but you got to understand that I just started walking again 2 years ago. So anyway, it was fun and it was super. And you know what got me out there was there were there were guys out there and ladies teaching their children. We had a 10-year-old boy and a girl out there learning how to shoot. And that's super. That's the year. That's the age to teach weapons, safety, and how to shoot, everything else. And I thought that was really good. So, okay, now let's get back to what I was talking about previously, because I like to do that. Okay, okay. So let's go. All right, now. Oh, that was the. Oh, that wasn't it. I know what that one was. That was the Declaration of Independence modified. Yes, I modified it. Uh, you may want to hear that sometime, but I modified it. I posted that last summer. Anyway, all right. So, what do we want to talk about today? Let me see. Oh, I know. Okay. Yeah. That was that one. That was that one. Oh, propaganda on television. You all heard that one before. I don't know. Propaganda on television. It's an interesting subject. All right. Most of you don't want to believe it. I'm going to tell you why I believe it. First of all, we were taught to use it in the 1960s. They taught us how the communists would use it on us and how we could use it on them to take over a country. That was back during the Cold War. All right. Lots of classes back then. Oh, yeah, all over the place. And we were taught pretty much everything over and over and over. And, yeah, because Russia's going to, if at that time it was Russia, Russia, Russia. I mean, if they try to take over the country, that's what they'd use. Well, guess what? Hitler used it. Yeah, he did. Little a 9-inch television. little tiny thing. But you see, that television was brand new. And being brand new, everybody was glued to it. I mean, every day, all the time, they're glued to it, watching it. And he brainwashed the German people. Now, the reason I know that, I was stationed there for 9 years in the 1960s and 70s. And I talked to the German people, and they told me about all the stories they told. All right, but that's what he did. While they saw what he had done, they realized what he had done. The Americans did. And so then they enacted the Smith-Mundt Act, 1947. That's 2 years after the war ended. They enacted that to keep propaganda and lies and brainwashing away from the American people. And that was basically it. That's what it did. Well, the Geneva Convention that met 1948, a year later, agreed. And they called it psychological warfare and made it an act of war. Okay, fine. JFK. JFK saw what they were planning. He didn't like it. Everything he said on television, all his speeches, everything went against what they were planning. In 2014, Obama gutted the Smith-Mundt Act. That stood from 1947 to 2014. He gutted it. And he opened up all the news stations and all the television stations to use propaganda and lies and influence and brainwash the American people. I know. And when that's happening, you don't even realize it. No, you're the last ones to realize that it's happening to you. Depression, anxiety, ooh. Okay, now at that time I was real bad PTSD. I'd been in a wheelchair 7 years. I just got out of the wheelchair and I glued to television. There was nothing else to do. And then in 2021, they put me in a coma. Why? Because I had COVID and pneumonia. And the hospital here at Osceola Regional wrote me off as dead. They never did anything but test me, put me in an ambulance, sent me to a hospice in Orlando to die. And all they did was put me in a coma so that I could die peacefully. 2 months later, the good Lord woke me up. It wasn't my time. Okay. The 2-month coma cured COVID, cured pneumonia, cured PTSD, COPD, sleep apnea. It completely reset everything back 22 years back as far as here. 22 years. And now you lose, in a coma like that, you lose all your muscle. I couldn't move my fingers. When I woke up, I could not move my fingers. All I could move my eyes. And the nurse caught my eyes moving. You're awake, yeah. Move my eyes, yeah. I was in rehab 4 months to gain enough strength to be able to walk with a walker. I watched television that first month in the hospital, the first month in rehab. There's nothing to do. You lay in the bed. I got my hands to move, and I clicked the television. And all of a sudden, I felt that anxiety and that depression and all just, and I clicked it off. I clicked it off and got a tablet, and I played on the tablet and right here and everything. I was on a tablet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will never turn the television on again. I got home and canceled all the service. It's gone. I don't even need it. I got beautiful television out front and a family room. Ooh, I got a huge one. It's never on, but I got one. I get my news right here on X, uh, and stations that are live streaming. I get those news people that I trust. But you got to understand. How do you tell it? How do you tell a person they're brainwashed and they don't realize that they're you're full of baloney? I had a retired Marine, a jarhead, that was repeating everything he heard from television, and that was all he knew as the truth. And all I could do at the end was shake his hand and say, I pray for him. There's nothing else I could do. You understand? Okay. I got it all out. I love you guys. See, have a good